Hey, Dream Builders. Happy Sunday. So, my name is Logan, and I'm a part of the Unicorn Squad. Welcome to all of our new Dream Builders. I know we have a lot of you guys here. You are definitely in the right place. And I'm a part of the Unicorn Squad. Sorry, I have a little echo. Okay, so hey to all the Dream Builders who've been here for a bit. Don't y'all just love the Academy? I know this is definitely my favorite community, my favorite space, and of course I'm biased. But I'm so glad y'all tuned in because tonight we have a very special guest that I'm going to introduce in a second. But first, tech test. Can you guys see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Say hello in the comments. Say what's up. Tell me where you're from, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Catherine. Can you guys hear me? Hi, Linda. Hey, Tamara. Okay, awesome. So our guest tonight is Whitney Bonds, and she is also known as Max. She is the one we want to talk to when it comes to finding out how so many people are ditching their 9-to-5 jobs and instead earning money right from home. The legit way, of course, no funny business. And can I just say that the Academy is always right on time. So me personally, I just quit corporate America. I was working corporate America for almost 20 years, and I've literally been working from home for like around about 2 weeks now. So just like y'all, I am ready to hear about all of these opportunity avenues. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and read Whitney's bio, and then I'm going to get out the way. Okay, today our guest is Whitney Bonds, who goes by her middle name, Max, and she started a website called Tried and True Mom Jobs. She was pregnant with her second child, ready to leave her 9-to-5 for something she could do from home with kids. She couldn't find any work from home success stories online, so she reached out to a number of successful women in entrepreneur Facebook groups and asked if she could interview them to see what they did, how much they made, and how to get started. She documented everything, and she created a website to share all of their stories for people like her, like us. And she actually gets over 100,000 page views a month. And she's going to be here. She's going to share some super legitimate ways to make money from home and tell you about some of those success stories. Hey, Whitney, welcome. So welcome to Ask the Experts. Say hey to the Dream Builders.
Hey, Dream Builders.
And talk to us about ways that we can earn a living from the comfort of our homes, like in our slippers, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, my name is Max, like Logan said, and today I want to talk about how I make money from home and also some other legitimate ways you can make money from home from people who actually do it today. So I do have a PowerPoint that I want to share so we can just go along with that, and I'm gonna share my screen shortly.
And guys, while Whitney is sharing her screen, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just mute myself while she's presenting, and I'll be looking at all of your comments. So go ahead and just start typing your questions as she's talking so that, we can get to as many as possible before time runs out, because I know y'all are going to have a lot of questions just like me. So once she gets the screen sharing going, then we will go ahead and get started.
Okay, Logan, can you see my screen?
I can definitely see your screen. Dream Builders, can you guys let me know? I just want to make sure you guys can see this screen okay. Just let me know in the comments if you guys can see the screen okay. I'm going to mute so that it's not on me as I talk.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
So let me know if they are able to see it.
Okay, we got a round of yeses, so go ahead.
Okay, great. All right, so let's start with the first one here. So freelance writing. So there's no guessing about this one. If you can write, this will be a great opportunity, work from home opportunity for you. I was able to interview Holly Johnson, and she makes over $200,000 a year as a freelance writer. And I was honestly shocked by this because I honestly didn't even think you could make that much money as a writer. And she started out her first year as a full-time writer, and she only did it for part of the year. She made $50,000. And then after that, every year after that, she was making 6 figures. So she's figured out the secret sauce to this on how to get clients, how much to charge. And so she created a free workshop for those who want to get started and create their own business as a freelance writer. So I have all this information on my website, Tried and True Mom Jobs, under the Work from Home Jobs tab, where you can find out her story. I went in depth about how she became a freelance writer, how was she able to get started, how does she find clients and things like that. So all the information is there. But if you do know how to write, so this is really ideal for people who have a passion for writing and creative with words. So I don't know if you knew that how lucrative you could have, how much money you could make as a freelance writer, but this is definitely something to consider if you can write. And then another way you can make money from home is a virtual bookkeeper. And basically what bookkeepers do is they record financial transactions for small business owners. So for example, I'm a blogger, and as my business grows, I'll be hiring out a bookkeeper to take care of the financial side while I focus on more areas of my business. So I was able to interview two successful women who are now bookkeepers, and they actually started out with no previous experience. They both took this course called Ben's Bookkeepers Launch Course, and it taught them all the skills they needed to become a bookkeeper, and also how to find clients, how much to charge. And the course teaches you how to charge $60 per hour. And I interviewed, so one of the women I interviewed, she had 9 kids, homeschooled 6, and she still makes over $2,000 a month as a bookkeeper part-time from home. So this is definitely something you can do on the side and still make a lot of money. And the ideal type of person as a bookkeeper would be someone who has a desire to help business owners understand their business better and to grow their business long-term. So if that's you, I definitely will consider taking the course that they took. They do have a free training to see if this is right for you or not. And the course costs about $2,000. But it's definitely something, an investment that will is worth it if you find this is the right opportunity for you. And then next, you can be a proofreader. So if you're one of those people who are always catching spelling errors, or you cringe at any grammar mistakes, or have just an eye for detail, then you should definitely consider proofreading. I'm working on an article now with Caitlin Pyle, and she made $43,000 a year proofreading part-time while studying abroad. So she saw that how she was able to make so much money that she developed this course on how to become a proofreader. And she has a free workshop to see if this is the right career for you. And it's really for people who are passionate about words and reading. So if that's you, definitely if you get a chance to check out my website, Tried and True Mom Jobs, under Work from Home Jobs, and then you'll see where it says proofreader, and those will be the links where you can click on to visit her free workshop. And then next, I have transcribing. So basically what this job is you're typing what you hear. So this is really good. If you have good typing skills, you can type fast, you have good grammar, and it's not the most exciting job, but it's just definitely a way you can make money, and you can actually make quite good money by just transcribing. And I have a number of companies that are hiring up to $21 per hour. Those companies hiring $21 per hour, they do want someone with more experience, but I do have a list of companies that I do hire with no previous experience. So you can start making money next week if you wanted to try this out. So, and there's also, as always with anything, if you want to start your own company, you can make more money than just working for a company. So there's a free mini course to see if this is the right career for you if you want to set out on your own. And I have that also, a link to that on my website for Transcribe Anywhere. So I think this is one of the coolest ways you can make money from home. You can teach kids in China English. So if you have a bachelor's degree and you have some teaching experience, and when I say teaching experience, I'm really talking about not necessarily if you are a teacher, but if you ever tutored someone, if you go to church and you help out in the children's department, that's considered teaching, or any type of experience teaching, that will be a qualification. You will be eligible with a bachelor's degree to teach kids in China how to speak English. And I interviewed, her name is Brittany Sutton, and she makes $1,700 a month for 2 hours a day. And the maximum earning for a VIP kid is $2,000 per month, working 3 hours a day. Now, it's important to note that since this is in China, you're working remote, of course, from your computer. So the hours would be 9:30 p.m. to midnight, 11 to 1 a.m., or 4 to 7 a.m. And you choose your own schedule. So you pick the hours that you want to work. So it's really up to you. But if you're interested in VIP Kid, there's companies hiring for this type of work. It's called VIP Kid, Q Kids, and EF Teach Online. And once again, I have all this information on the site where you can visit to get more information about all of this. So you can also sell products on Amazon's FBA program. And I think that the FBA program is amazing. So basically what it is you go to retailers like Walmart or even Walgreens, you find things on clearance, and then you buy them and sell them at a higher price online at Amazon. Once you purchase the item, you ship it to Amazon, and they take care of the rest. So they'll take care of the customer, these customer service issues, inventory, warehousing, putting on the internet. So on their website. So after you do the upfront work, you kind of just sit back and let them take care of the rest. It's definitely more to it than that. I don't want to make it sound too easy, but it's definitely a way to make some really good money on the side that can turn into your full-time income. I interviewed Jessica from the Selling Family, and she made over $100,000 in profit after her first year as a full-time Amazon seller. And she's done so well that she's helping others get on board to do this. And she created this 7-day free email series. So if you want to get started selling on Amazon, you can definitely check that out. I know my sister, when she read the interview, that she is taking her 7-day email course now, because this is definitely something that she wants to consider to make money on the side while she works her full-time job, and hoping that it will turn into a full-time income. You can also sell products on Etsy. I know my mom, she makes clothing actually, and she sells her clothes on Etsy and does quite well. So if you are crafty and artsy, or you have something that you can sell that's different, I would definitely recommend putting it on Etsy. I interviewed a woman by the name of Nikki, and she made over $350,000 last year on Etsy. So you just cannot sleep on Etsy. It was a great interview. She talks about the tips and tricks that she uses to market herself and get her products out there. She's a graphic designer, so she sells wedding invitations, just invitations in general, rubber stamps, and things like that. So that's kind of her niche. But if you do want to start selling things on Etsy and you don't know what to sell, I do have the top 10 best-selling products on my website also that you can check out to see what sells on Etsy. And then last but not least, this is my favorite because I'm now a blogger. And I think this is one of the best jobs out there because I'm able to make, like, for example, right now I'm making money because I'm actually having a really good day in traffic today on my website. I have a couple articles going viral on Pinterest, and I'm able to make money through ads. So I have ads on each of my articles that's how I get money from ads, and then also affiliate marketing. So basically, if I promote a product or service, and someone clicks on that link that I'm promoting, and it's a unique link that I have from that company, and they purchase, I get a small commission out of that. So that's primarily how much I make. How I get paid. And I will probably make, I'm projected to make $3,000 next month in March, which will be my highest monthly earnings blogging so far. And I launched my blog in January of last year, and I've only made $5,000 that whole entire year. So for all last year, I made $5,000. And then next month, I'll be making $3,000. And by the end of the year, my goal is to be making $10,000 a month in between ad sales and affiliate marketing. So I wrote a step-by-step guide on how to start blogging. And so basically if you can solve a problem, I definitely would recommend to start a blog. I was looking for legitimate ways to make money from home, but I couldn't find anything out there from people who were doing it today. So I solved the problem. So it doesn't have to be about what I'm doing. It could be about anything. If you can cook, if the food is a great niche to blog about the food market. If you want a lifestyle blog, I have, or if you have a personal or a fitness, if you're losing weight, fitness and health and fitness does very well on the internet and gets a lot of traffic from Pinterest and Google. And I kind of go through all the steps on my website, on my step-by-step guide on how to get started blogging, along with how to make money blogging. And I just wanted to go over those main ways you can make money from home, but I do have a number of other ways you can make money from home through affiliate marketing. You could be a social media manager, travel agent, a search engine evaluator, in-home childcare, which is basically watching children at your home, photography, graphic design, interior designer, online moderator, customer service, drop shipping. These are all things that you can do from the comfort of your own home and make very good money. So I have all of these on my website. You can find out how much you can make. You can find out how to get started. And I provide all the tools and resources under the work from home jobs tab there. And yeah, so if you guys have any other questions about ways to make money from home, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and get back to the live. And I feel like I just ran through all that. So I'm sorry if I went too fast.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you gave us a heck of a lot of information.
I know, sorry.
And we have a heck of a lot of questions. So
okay.
First I wanted to ask you, since you were talking about the blogging, and I know folks are gonna kind of want to know this because
I figured.
Yeah, because in terms of the blogging, it feels like, okay, I want to start a blog. I want to make money. It's like I'm writing. I'm putting it out there. You mentioned the way to really earn money is through this affiliate. Can you kind of just how do you attract affiliates? Do you have to be at a certain level, be getting a certain amount of views, or
it honestly depends. So when I first started out, I created my website and everything, and then I wanted to make sure I had a fully furnished website before I started reaching out to programs and brands to become an affiliate first. And then I had at least maybe 10 or 12 articles written first. I wanted to look like I was an established blogger before I started reaching out to companies to become an affiliate. And then when I didn't have a lot of traffic, I still started applying to partners like Amazon, for example. Amazon is a great way to become an affiliate and make money that way, because one of the cool things about Amazon's affiliate program is everyone shops on Amazon. Pretty much everyone has a Prime membership. And for example, so say if I did a gift guide on, it was during Christmas time, and it did really well. It was top 20 inexpensive gift ideas for anyone. And they're all Amazon products. So if someone were to click on that link, and it would take them to Amazon, because that's an affiliate link, that's mine, and if they just went to Amazon to look at that product, and then they changed their mind and went to buy a vacuum, I would get a commission off of that vacuum, because by using my link, they purchased something from my link. And so it doesn't matter what they purchase as long as they purchase something. So I get a commission off of that. So that's just one of the great things about Amazon. And you can join Amazon at a very early stage in your blogging career, because they pretty much, I don't really know anyone that's got denied, other than the fact that they do want you to get 3 sales within the first 190 days. But then if you don't, it just starts all over again. So I don't know if I answered your question or not, but
yeah, you did. So but what you're saying is basically like you can apply to establish an affiliate partnership. It's not necessarily that someone's just going to be see your blog, and you can actually actively go out and kind of apply.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I know what okay, now I'm at a level where people are coming to me asking me to be affiliates, but pretty much all of them I had to reach out and apply to be an affiliate. And for most brands nowadays, everyone has an affiliate program. So I just usually if I'm working on an article, I'll see where I can monetize the blog, see like what can I offer that someone might purchase. And then I'll Google the company. I'll do like, for example, I could do like Target Plus, and then you write affiliate program in Google. And then that should be one of the first 2 links that you see that comes up. about their affiliate program where you can apply. So that's a little tip for that.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start running down the questions.
Okay.
First question, which is a very good question, is what do you do for health insurance when you work for yourself?
See, okay, this is a great question because since I'm married, I'm under my husband's insurance. So I haven't had that issue yet, but that's definitely something that I do want to talk about because hopefully one day he'll be able to come and help me with my blog and we'll need some health insurance. So I can't answer that right now because I'm not at the point in my life where I can tell you that. But that is a great article idea, which I'm writing down right now.
Y'all done gave Whitney an idea.
I know.
Okay.
That's a great question.
Great. But I know, I guess you're kind of probably left to looking at outside insurance programs, that kind of thing. And, Google is your friend in terms of looking at, pricing and kind of getting an idea of what you would be paying kind of on your own. Okay, let's see. Gary Smith asks, how do you weed out the scams? Well, we have Whitney here, so.
Yeah, so I mean that was a big thing about what I was doing. I was trying to find legitimate ways to make money from home, so I wanted to actually hear from the people who were doing it. So that's how I kind of lead out the scams. Is that I asked the people who are doing it, how did you do it, and what do I have to do to get to do it myself? So that's what you'll kind of find on my site. I'll only and then. Another thing I do too, like if there's a company that you're looking to hire, I always go to glassdoor.com to make sure I check the reviews to see what the actual employees are saying about the company, because that's who you really want to hear from. And they're all pretty much unbiased. I know I've given reviews before and usually people will give negative comments before they give positive comments. So that's another way that I go to make sure that the company is legitimate too.
That's a great tip. So yeah, check Glassdoor.
Yeah.
That's a really great tip because you will get some unbiased opinions on there.
Yeah.
And if it's a scam, most likely you'll probably come to realize that because
and if you can't find any information about the company either or see any reviews, like I always sometimes do like put the company's name in and then say a review because a lot of other companies review other companies. And if you can't find any information about that, I definitely was, be leery of something like that.
Yeah, makes sense. Pam C says, I think you said you don't have to have qualifications necessarily, but she's asking, what are qualifications to become a virtual bookkeeper?
The people that I interviewed, they took a course to equip them with all the knowledge and skills that they needed to become a bookkeeper. So I would definitely say if you're interested, check out that free training video series to see if it's right for you to take the course. And then if that's right for you, then you can I would recommend the course because it's been proven to be successful for the women that I interviewed. And if you check out the interview too, they also told me that it was necessary, the course. So I would definitely check it out.
Yeah, I'm so glad Whitney's here. We don't even have to do barely any work. This is awesome. Cassandra Turner, she is asking, is it true that transcribing training is expensive? The one that you mentioned is free, correct?
So the so the free workshop is really just to
give you an overview
of what you're going to get yourself into when it comes to transcribing. And there's a course you can take to start your own business that help you with the business mindset of all of it. But honestly, if you can type well, I believe I have on my website rev.com. You won't make as much, but it's a good way to just get some experience under your belt so you can apply for the higher paying companies that are hiring transcriptionists. So I would definitely say check out rev.com and then just start there just to gain some experience if you do not have experience. And then you can start applying for the higher paying companies that want transcribers with experience.
So you're saying rev.com?
REV, yeah.
Okay, and so like you can find like little kind of lower paying jobs just to get your foot in the door with experience.
Yeah, and you get paid pretty quickly, I heard too. So I plan on doing a full review on that.
Okay, excellent. We have Ty asking, I'm not sure if you know, but she's asking, when selling products on Etsy and or Amazon, are you considered an independent contractor or an entrepreneur?
Independent contractor. So you still have to pay taxes and all that good stuff.
Right. Can't get out of that time. Not that you were trying to.
Yeah, I was just saying that's what you're saying. But that's when I think of independent contractor. You're on your own.
Got it. Okay. Cassandra is asking, are you familiar with providing notary services?
I just did an article on that. Yes. So, okay. So it's either hit or miss on whether you become a notary. And I actually just wrote an article on that. So if you go to my website and you scroll down to the recent blog post, and you click on it, there's a link in there that would, because it depends on what state you live in. Because if you live in Arizona, you can only charge a maximum of $2. So I wouldn't even say get into the field of becoming a notary. But yes, you can click on that to see how much you can charge in your state, because they have limits that you can charge. So it's really, you can make a lot of money, but it depends on what state you live in. It's a notary.
Oh, I did not even think about that. Thank you. Let's see. Social media manager. Is there certification for that?
No, and in today's age, I don't even think you would need it. I just think you need proof of concept. So if you can show someone that I did this for this, I always recommend if you can just show something. So I would do some free things for people that and show them the success of it, and then they would be more willing and a lot more quicker to be able to say, okay, you're my girl. But I wouldn't get a certification for becoming a social media manager. I do have an interview with a social media manager on my site too, under the work from home jobs tab, and she did not have a certification.
Okay. Kilo, let us know if that answers your questions. Betty says that I started a lifestyle blog, but Google wouldn't place ads on my page. I still don't understand why. She's asking.
Do you have a privacy policy on your site? I know that's one of the things that is important to have. And if you don't have one,
you have a privacy policy.
Do they have one?
You're saying that you need to have a privacy policy.
Yeah, and if you need to look at one, you can look at mine. If you just scroll down to the very bottom, and it's just says privacy policy. But I know that was one of the things that Google wants to make sure you have, and you need to make sure that you have a secure website. So it should be HTTPS. It has to be secure. You cannot have anything. It's called the SSL certificate. So that's probably number one on your list if you don't have that.
Okay, Betty, check that out. Make sure you have that. If not, yeah, I'll what Whitney says. Look on her website and let us know if you have any more questions about that. IJ says, we kind of went over affiliate marketing. What are your thoughts on drop shipping? Any familiarity with that?
Yeah, I'm working on an article about that because the people I've seen is a lot of great success in there, but I've also heard some negatives to becoming a drop shipper. But it's a great way to make a passive income once you get all the kinks, because you basically create your own website. You have a drop shipping company that takes care of the delivery and everything like that. So and once you can find a drop shipper and someone makes a purchase, the drop shipper does the delivery and everything. You're just the middleman that gets paid a profit out of. So you take something from the drop shipper. I'm trying to make sense of this. So a product from the drop shipper,
for example, right? Like
I'm sorry.
So like if you're trying to sell t-shirts, for example.
Yes, thank you. Yes. And then you sell it for a higher profit. And then that's where your money is between how much you make, how much you charge between how much the drop shipper charges. And that's the difference in your profit.
The benefit is that you don't have to have inventory at your house, right? Is that right? You don't have to store inventory. And,
yeah, exactly. That's right. Exactly. So those are the benefits of drop shipping, but then there's also the negatives, whereas if something happens, people are going to look at you, not the drop shipper, because you are the face of that product. So that's the issue there. But I don't have all the information about it. There are courses you can take that I do recommend on my site, but I am working on working to interview this one guy who does very well in drop shipping, but I haven't got his answers back to my interview questions, so I can't really help you that much.
Whitney, you are one busy blogger. We love it. I have Keela again. She says, any information for travel agents that's not an MLM?
Yes, I do have that too. I have an interview with a travel agent as well. So she talks about ways you can either start your own company or work for a company. And it's not the what you said, the MLM. Is that I think I know what she's talking
Yeah,
about.
like the multi-level
Yeah,
marketing.
no, I don't do. I'm not knocking it. I'm just that you won't see that on my site just because there's a lot of things that aren't always right when it comes to that. So but yes, so you can check the interview out with I forgot her name. I think it was Sarah. Sarah. So she's a successful travel agent, and she tells me talks about how she became one, how you can become one, and some recommendations too. So I definitely would recommend checking out that article. It's under travel agent under the work from home jobs tab. So let me know if you can't find anything.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. I think you already talked about this. Well, no, you talked about what you made your first year. My way is asking, did you have an income goal set for your first year?
No, honestly, it was just to make some money because my husband was like, "What are you doing? Starting a blog? Like, who starts a blog?" And like a lot, you don't really hear about, or I didn't hear of any, but I don't know any bloggers personally in my life, so I didn't really know it was a way that I could really make some money. So I didn't have any goals my first year, but now that I know how to make money blogging, now I have some real goals, and it's to make $10,000, which I can't believe I'm saying that a month, but I'm gonna do it, and I
You
just
gotta say it,
all
yes.
right, 10,000, no, $10,000 a month, and I just can see it increasing there. So I'm following these. They're actually a competitor of mine in the blogging world, and but they've been doing it a lot longer than I did. But it's so important to stick with blogging if you're a blogger because they made $0 their first year. And now, just in January, they made $190,000 in 1 month in January. It's ridiculous.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I'm like, okay, and what the formula is. So this is what I'm doing. I'm writing for basically Google. Everyone, if you have a question, you write it in Google. And now it's called with search engine optimization. You have to make sure that you have keywords on your articles, making sure that you're writing for with it. I'm writing a whole article about this because I don't want it's kind of confusing, but I want to like make it simple because it's so easy and it's so simple. But I just I'm putting it together. So if you are a blogger and you want to learn about how SEO and how to get traffic, definitely subscribe to my site because I'll be sending out the email once the article is done. But like for example, if you Google highest paying apps or business ideas for women, my website pops up first. So I'm getting all that traffic because you want to be in the number 1 or number 2 spot on Google because how many of you go past number 3 spot or who goes to the second page? Not too many people. Oh, I know I don't. So it's important if you can write with for SEO and then make sure and work to get that Google traffic. That's the traffic you want because it's consistent. Everyone's is on Google. Everyone Googles whatever, and that's what my main goal is to get that my traffic and my articles pushed up to the number 1 or number 2 spot. That's my goal, and that's how I can get traffic and increase my income.
Y'all better be listening to this. I hope y'all writing this down. Hope you watch the video again. Okay, so Corliss asked, who is your host? I guess what platform you use for your blog?
Oh, okay. So yeah, I use SiteGround. I used to use Bluehost because everybody and their mother, you'll see a lot of bloggers are promoting Bluehost, and the reason is because they get a great commission. So if you or like even in my link, so if you click on my link for SiteGround or Bluehost, I get or you would get bloggers get a commission if you click on their links if they have an article on how to start a blog. And the commission is really good for Bluehost, so a lot of bloggers would recommend it. But I found that so I did host my site my last year on Bluehost, but then this year I moved over to SiteGround because my traffic increased so much that Bluehost couldn't handle it where it was at right there at where it was at, and then they would have me pay a lot higher pay a higher fee, and I didn't want to do that. So SiteGround I found to me a lot, much better. I can
And
go more detailed.
it's called site as in SITE ground.
Yes.
Okay, GROUND.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Thank you,
Yep.
thank you, thank you. Let's see. How did you start your website? Did you have to pay to create it?
Oh yeah, so I paid $84 total for my website, and that includes the theme or template. So you gotta have some like a theme. They call them a theme in the web world, And I went from on themeforest.net. I purchased my theme there for $19.
Theme
And
Forest, Forest.
yep,
Okay.
.net.
Mm-hmm.
And don't well, I'll just say, like, don't think you have to. I wouldn't spend anything over $60. I spent $19 on my website, and I'm getting over 100,000 monthly page views a month. I mean, monthly page views. So don't think you need to buy a really big expensive theme for your site. And my hosting, I only did hosting for 1 year because I was really just trying to figure out this blogging thing to see how it worked. And that cost, I think, $67 or something like that, or 64. But I can't even do the math. But I paid $84 total for my theme and my host, and that was all I paid, pretty much last year on my blog. So it's not expensive to start a blog at all.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so don't go out there, guys, thinking you have to spend a whole bunch of money and oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it costs so much money. Like Whitney is doing it for almost under $100.
Yeah.
And look at the money she's making already.
And Google is your friend. Please remember. I know people get so stuck. It took me. I mean, when I started my blog, I had no previous experience. So I just Googled everything. It was frustrating. It was some days I just worked 3 days on the same issue, but I mean, I got it, and now it's just like I got it like that now. So I'm like, just do not give up if this is something that you really want to do.
Love it.
Sorry.
Any thoughts on making money by podcasting? Do you think there's a way to make money by starting a podcast?
Yeah, I think podcasting is just growing, and I don't there's nothing that I don't want to do just because I don't like the way necessarily I don't know nobody wants to hear me talk all day. But I found out I think the way to make money podcasting, because I was always like, how do they make money? But I think it's by sponsorship. So if you can grow your audience, people are attracted to that, and then they want to put money on there where you have little commercials that you talk about another product or a brand. So you can make money through sponsorships. But I think for that to happen, you have to have a following. So if you're interested in monetizing your podcast through sponsorships, that's definitely something that you should consider.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else we got. Martisha was asking about how to get traffic to your website, but we kind of already talked about that with
Google. With Google, and I also use Pinterest, believe it or not. I don't know if you guys are Pinterest users, but if you think about it, when you click on a pin, it takes you to a blog article, and someone wrote that article, like someone like me. And so I create my pins in Pinterest, no, in PowerPoint. And then I upload them to Pinterest, and then I add my URL, I add a description. It's more to it. I wrote an article on it, but it's a great way to make get traffic. And I have a couple articles that are going viral right now. And I think like today I have like 5,000 people on my site today, and it's just here it's 742. But that's the great thing about Pinterest is it gets you some good spikes. Like your pins can go viral, and then they could die tomorrow. And so that's the one thing about Pinterest is that you can get some good traffic, quick traffic, but then it's just not consistent traffic. And that's why I like the Google traffic, because it's consistent. But I do not shy away from Pinterest because it's still getting me good traffic. It's just not consistent. But so
helpful. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. We have Danny. Danny is being an amazing husband. He says, I'm asking for my wife, are there any beauty industry work at home jobs that you are familiar with?
Beauty industry? I mean, yeah, like, are you talking like the Avon types and things like that? Because I know they do very well. I'm not the direct type of sales type of person that wants to put myself out there. But if your wife is like more outgoing like that, I mean, I know a lot of people making a lot of good money in Avon sales and things like that, but you just have to be very outgoing and ready to grind.
Right.
When it comes to those kind of things. But you can make a lot of money in that, definitely. It's just not easy.
Okay, good to know, Danny. Pass that along. Are you familiar with Arise Call Center? You ever heard of that?
I did hear about that. I saw it on the reel, and I heard a lot about it. I can't vouch for it since I don't know anyone that actually does it, and so for that, I don't have enough information about it, but I have heard about it.
Check Glassdoor, maybe.
Yeah, check Glassdoor. Read those reviews. I go to reviews for anything before I do anything.
Yes. Okay. Oh, Keela said this chat is great. Thank you,
Oh,
Keela.
thanks. I'm glad.
Thank you, Keela. Okay, let's see. Okay, people are loving the blog. So,
Oh, good.
yeah,
Oh,
awesome. This is your area. So people are saying, when you started your blog, did you go through WordPress?
yes, definitely. I honestly wouldn't recommend any other platform. I know when you probably are a new blogger and you look at WordPress, you're like, what in the world? Like I didn't know what to do. But there is Google and there is YouTube and there are all those things out there that will help you step by step. So do not get scared when it comes to looking at the WordPress platform, because now, I mean, I look at it and it's just like I just know it's so good. And like my mom just started a blog, so she had no idea when it comes to WordPress what to do. And just once I just explained a couple things, she's like, "Oh, this is so simple." So yes, WordPress.
So it's like, don't get overwhelmed by it.
Yes. And she was. Oh, it's so easy to get overwhelmed, but just like calm down, take a breath, and take one step at a time. So yeah.
Okay. What are the main difficulties when starting a blog within your first year? Is it mind block, setting time? I guess, how did
Oh,
you?
yes. I think
Your process.
time is everything. And I think this is what I really want to stress. Do not get caught up in your logos, your sidebars, the things that don't matter. Your homepage, even your homepage. I have like maybe 2% of people who come to my site go to my homepage. When you think about it, people are visiting your blog because of the article that you wrote. So focus on creating really good content and solve a problem, because they're looking for answers, and if you can solve that problem for them, then they'll love you. So focus on how you can solve a problem for someone, and consider SEO, please. Search engine optimization. Google is your friend. You want that Google traffic. So I definitely would say, but I'm not answering the question. What was the struggles, or
Kind of like, I guess, in terms of, I guess what were your struggles? Was it like mind block? She says, setting
yeah.
time, setting aside time.
Yeah, time was my biggest struggle, because when I started my blog, I was working full time. I had my husband at home, I had a 2-year-old at home, and I was trying to do everything at night. And it's just, time is just like, even to this day, time is not my friend, because there's so much that I want to do. I have a huge to-do list, and I just can never get to it. I just don't have enough time in the day. So I think setting time and prioritizing my time was some of the toughest things I had to do. Also, I will say, please, if you're interested in blogging, Facebook groups are your friend, but they could also be an enemy, because you could be in there all day just reading stuff. But I've had I attribute a lot of my success to the things that I've learned in Facebook groups. Blogging Like You Mean It is a Facebook group I definitely recommend joining, and also the Facebook group that I mentioned where the bloggers are making $190,000 in a month. Their their Facebook group is B Top Ultimate Blogging Guide or something like that. And yeah, so I definitely recommend just being in the conversation. I've learned so much, and they're just so supportive, the blogging community. So I definitely recommend that.
Thank you, ma'am. Any thoughts on doing voiceovers? Any info on that?
I will add that too. I've seen some ways to make money from home as voiceover. I don't know how consistent the work could be, but I will add that as the article idea on becoming a voiceover.
Thank you. Pam says, what was the second Facebook blogging group you mentioned? You said,
yeah, it was, let me just check. It's B Top, B's and boy, TOP, Ultimate Blogging Group. And it's run by Ben Huber and Jeff, I'm having a blank. I know these guys.
Jeff somebody.
Jeff Huber, I think. Wait. All right, you'll see. You'll know them. You'll see their names.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. So I wanted to ask you, well, first of all, we were talking about, okay, what were your kind of setbacks, the setting time, that kind of thing. How did you sort of like did you have to set boundaries? Because I know working from home is a completely different space in terms of, I know you had the children at home, you're stay-at-home mom. Like, how difficult was that to sort of just like, did you put your home office in a separate area? Like, what did you do? Was it a challenge for you?
Yeah, it was a challenge because my house just was a mess. Because I would work during nap time, and then when my kids were up, I would play with them and like cook dinner and stuff like that. And then I know my husband. It was a couple times he came home like, this is just not working.
Right.
I mean, you might have to stop this blog thing because you just aren't even taking care of home. So there were times where I was like, man, I got to get it together. So but now I got a routine, and I think routines are so important. So I just but I just work from the comfort of my bed though. So I get up early in the morning, I get my coffee, read my Bible, and pray, and then I get in my work mode early though, because before my kids wake up. And then when they wake up, then that's when I clean and take care of the house and take care of the kids. And then nap time is when I put in some more work. And then when they wake up, then take care of the house, do all that stuff, play with the kids and all that. And then at nighttime, spend time with my husband. And then once he sleeps, then I can work. So, I mean, I'm like, I don't even know how I'm surviving, but I'm just trying to, it's so tough trying to take care of everything. But it's like when you have a passion, you want something, it's just the passion is what drives me to do it. But I will also say this. So my first year blogging, I was just grinding my away. And now I look at it now, I don't even work on my blog as often that much anymore because I've already established a foundation. I have my traffic. So I'll write some stuff out, and then I'll just like, if I'm sleepy, I'll go to sleep. So I've put in the work up front, a lot of work, a lot of hours, and now I'm just reaping the benefits of all the work that I put forth. So a lot of the income and things that I've done is just passive now. So I will say it's not really that hard anymore, and I don't work on it as much as I used to because a lot of the work is upfront work. You don't have to. So once you get this hang of that stuff, you won't be working on it as much as you used to, which is kind of crazy.
So now the blog is like really working for you.
Yeah,
you did the work.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So so there is, it won't be as bad as it is in the beginning. It won't stay that way.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other? We have a couple more questions, but okay. Any other? Okay, so I know we kind of talked about like the pros of why everyone wants to work from home. Anything that you can see? I guess maybe trying to like not work, like any cons that you can say like, hey,
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of people say that they're lonely working from home. I don't have that problem at all, but it's just, I think it depends on your personality. So, I mean, if you're that type of person that likes to be around people, one of my friends, she works from home and she hates it just because she likes to be around people and talk to people. So, so there's that con where you are, if you don't have kids, you're just at home by yourself all day. To me, that's the only really con. I mean, you can, honestly, it is nice to get outside though. It's nice to get out the house too. You don't want to be in the house all day. I don't like to be in the house all day either. So that's another con thing. I mean, that's probably, I guess, a negative. Just being in the house all day, you kind of be like, I just gotta get out of here. And it's just like your workplace, and you can become too comfortable in like just in your bed all day. And so there are some there
like really having a routine, not just like rolling out of bed and like on your computer all from 8 a.m. to midnight. Right. You have flexibility where you can actually kind of get out and enjoy life.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, a few more questions.
Okay.
We actually have a lot more questions, but
as long as you have.
We're not gonna have time. Jennifer says, hello, I work in occupational therapy and I have a wealth of understanding healthcare terminology and information. Do you know of any at-home jobs I can do with that skill set? Well, like medical coding, isn't that something?
Yeah, and like medical coding, medical transcription. I'm not sure if you're interested in typing or anything, but medical coding for sure. I don't know too much about that because I know you have to have knowledge in that area, and I don't have a lot of knowledge in that. But medical coding. I don't know if she can answer that, but that's something definitely she could do from home.
That's definitely a place you can start looking if you haven't already, Jennifer. Salsera, this is such a real question. I just love it. It says, what would you suggest for someone who doesn't think they have a passion but wants to earn income at home?
Okay, so well, okay, so I guess I would say any of the things that I talked about are
Like
those, you
transcription.
don't have a passion for those, but they're ways to make money. So are you, I guess I would ask you, are you willing to do any of those things to make money?
Yeah, because like a writer, you have to have a passion for writing.
Yeah.
But maybe transcription,
Yeah. Or teaching kids in China. I don't know if you have a bachelor's degree, but you can teach kids in China how to speak English. I mean, you don't have to be passionate about that, but you do want to like kids a little bit, I guess.
a little bit.
But
Someone asked, speaking of that, in terms of, do you know how strict do you have any idea how strict they are with the bachelor's requirement versus like an associate's?
I think they are pretty strict on that. I don't know what it has to do with and the Q Kids was a company I was recommending, and they did not require a bachelor's degree, but I guess they recently changed that to a bachelor's degree. So I think they are pretty strict on that.
Got it. Okay, and then let's see, any more questions, guys? Oh, someone also was asking, I have a TESOL certification and an associate's degree. Any companies I can teach English and earn more than $19 an hour?
Yeah, if it's not, I've only known them to say bachelor, so that's all I can say there. I do have a list of ways you can make money online tutoring though, and they have some of the companies are up to $60 per hour. So definitely look out under work from home jobs for teaching or tutoring. If you click on that, you'll find the companies that are hiring and then how much they pay.
Excellent. Okay, so it is 8:55 now. And we want to get to, Whitney has given us a million different things, and which is amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know we all want to know. Tell us where we can find you. Tell us your social media handles, and of course, I put the website, your website, in the comments. But also just give us that again, and then also after she gives us all her information, remember that Whitney is now an official dream builder, so she will be in our private group forever. But go ahead, Whitney, let us know exactly again where we can find you.
Okay, so my website is triedandtruemomjobs.com, and you can find me there, and you can find my social media handles there too. But on Instagram, it's just my name, my first name, Whitney, or it's WBonds101. That's my Instagram. And then Twitter, I'm not really on Twitter that often, but it's like Tried and J. I think that's my handle. And Facebook, you can find me at Tried and True Mom Jobs, facebook.com/Tried and True Mom Jobs. And then also on Pinterest, where if you are a Pinterest user, you can definitely follow me and I'll follow you back. Or just let me know if you followed me and then I can follow you back, because I got a lot of people following. Anyway, yeah, you can email me too at max@triedandtruemomjobs.com if you have any questions about anything.
Y'all don't be emailing Whitney.
Okay, then don't pay.
If you have a dire question, but you can, she's gonna
leave the comments in there. Yeah,
she's gonna be a dream builder. So, and
yes,
we are
ask me questions on there if you have any questions, then I'll answer them so everybody can see the answers.
Yeah, so we are about to actually go over to our Facebook side. We're going to go over to our private group. Whitney's going to hang around for a few minutes. She'll still be answering a few questions. If you guys have anything else you need help with, let her know on there so we can kind of all see and learn from it. And just let her know, say thank you, say hello, and we will see you. Don't forget to tag Ask the Expert, no S, and you'll see the post. It'll pop up right at 9 p.m. and you guys can comment under there and again say thank you, thank you, thank you. Whitney, you have been amazing. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, I'll follow on to the Facebook group.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you guys on the other side. Thank you. Bye.